Alright, we are in a little bit of a problem here because now it's absolutely dark in my house. I tried to build a torch, but there's no option to do so. So I guess I need more sticks. I'm not too sure. Let's see. And nope, nothing seemed to have appeared yet. Wait, maybe here. Nope. Should we make a shovel? Let's take one of these. Okay. And this here. There you go. Fenced. As for armor, we don't have anything for that yet. Damn it, where are the darn torches? Oh, so what? Yep, it's pitch dark. My favorite color! Okay, I'm gonna stop being a freak. I guess we'll just have to wait here until morning comes. It's weird that there's no torches. It's not in here. I have a stick right here, but yeah. Okay, I guess we'll have to wait then. Ugh. We don't want to risk dying. Is it possible to create some wooden armor? It doesn't seem like it. Nope, okay. What is that? Because it was nothing. I'm going to try and dig a farm here. Oh no, wait, I shouldn't have. Should have done it here instead. I was just get back inside. Oh. I needed water for that though, so darn it, I should have made it in front of the beach or the lake or whatever it is. Should I risk it? Sure, let's go. Oh gosh. Okay. Now I'm gonna shoot this, stay inside. It's taking too long. Okay. Can make something so that I can go sideways here. this going to help? I sure hope so. Oh, there's something getting closer to me. Uh-oh. Alright, he doesn't know I'm in my house. That's good. We'll try and take down the door. What was that? I thought I saw a particle there. Oh, no. Okay, I guess the zombie is gone now. I think. No, I can't. Oh! What the heck? Why is this? This has to be more high level, doesn't it? No, not that. Dirt. Maybe if I take this one down. Whoa! Hey! Get out! Oh no! Dude. Come on now. Okay, now it's weird. Okay, good. Let's just keep going. We can create cakes with these, so I might as well touch them. Is there an animal somewhere? What is that sound? Oh boy. I have a few saplings that I can place, so I could do that. One, two, three. I still have 5 of them. What? Oh, okay. Maybe I'll get some apples by taking down these trees. Well, what did I just got? Okay. I have no idea. Oh, I guess I got another stick. Okay. Let's keep doing this. Another sprout. Okay. For now, everything is going well, unlike my oldest gameplay of Minecraft, where I got killed by a creeper without even noticing that there was a creeper behind me. And dig. It's just a bunch of rocks. Whoa. Okay. So let's see here. We can build a stone hut. Prepare a stone sword first. Then a stone axe. And I don't have enough stone to create the rest, so yeah. Now I'm going to do this. I also saw Dad Fields play this game, and he didn't seem very interested. I mean, his voice sounded sarcastic. Is he actually having fun while playing this game, or is he not, is the question. If he isn't, then why is he even playing in the first place? Is he playing for it? Is he playing it for popularity? I'm playing it because you guys wanted me to play. There's right. There's the floor I have to do. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this dirt, but I'll find something. Okay. Let's put this like that. And let us begin. There you go. What is that? That's new. I don't remember seeing that before. Sweet berries. Can I plant those? Let's find out. Oh, I can. Okay. Now place the two of them there. I know what I'm doing right here, alright. I think I should continue digging some rocks. Oops, wrong direction. Here. I have 18 of them. Let's keep going. Now I am also in dire need of meat, because my character is hungry. And I don't want to die of hunger. So yeah. Let's get in there. Oh wait, I have zombie meat, but this is poisonous as I heard, so I don't really want to risk it either. There you go, guys, some cobblestone. And that's not enough of it, is it? Gosh darn it. What? Where did my sticks go? Git! Okay, let's try to make more sticks then, in that case. Okay. Now let's create the axe. What am I talking about? The pickaxe. And the shovel. Oh, it's pushing. Alright, it's working. Maybe I should also add this one in. Alright. What bats? What the heck? I thought these mobs were supposed to be in caves, not in... What the heck? Oh, there's a cave nearby. Okay. I guess that makes sense then. And here we have a cave that we can get. Whoa, I don't know what that glitch was, but alright. I should really, Also, I should create that, I don't even remember the darn name. The cooker, I don't even know. That's totally not it. Let's see here. We got here we go, we got a furnace here. We absolutely need this to survive. Okay, let's put, I mean, it's supposed to be there and that's there, yeah, there you go. Okay, I must be careful. Great, the sun is setting. That's one. And that's two. There you go, full on. Very nice. Ah, darn it, we can't see anything again. Here's the torch, finally. Ah, so we do need coal. Or charcoal. Interesting. This is going to take longer to make, but you know, it's worth it. And OBS is actually working fine now. Great, I think I found the correct settings. It's for like a while. Ooh. Still can't go out just yet. I also have to find gosh darn sheep to make a bed out of. I need their wool to make beds, which I do not have at the moment. And I've heard also that there is a new mob that they added in that is flying and that appears when you don't sleep. So that is a problem because I didn't sleep throughout this entire live stream, or the live stream before. That was a failure in my opinion. So we're just gonna wait here patiently as I deactivated the cheats option. I got a notification, so I'm gonna go and check it. Oh, okay. The live chat doesn't seem to be showing up. Chat en direct. Okay, so now chat is working. I was in the wrong option. What? It's pitch dark. I can't see anything. I thought I saw a zombie there, but it was just something on my screen. Oof. And by the way, if you believe in Herobrine, he is not real. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let us continue waiting for the sun to... You know, I forget about it, I'm just going to check around. And our berries seem to have grown. I literally cannot see anything, so let's go back just to make sure. Is there a cave? Cave? Is there a cave underneath my house? Because there seems to be bats under there. And I also noticed that mobs can spawn into your house if it's dark enough. So that could also be a problem. Okay, there's a spider there. Can we eat this immediately? No, we can't. Okay. Let's see here. What else can we do? Make stick, not very important. Oh, we can make some boats. Oh, I guess not. But we can make a boat. We can. Huh. You know what? I'll make one. I might as well find out how to make a bed here. If there is the option to make a bed. Oh wait, oh no, that was the boat. Bed. Now it's not showing the bed for some reason, so I guess I'll have to get another achievement to unlock it. Come on, is the sun ever coming out? Whoa, the wood is not even showing up in the box. I think that's some sort of texture glitch or something. Okay. Oh, it's actually making light. Oh, that's... Okay, not anymore. Is the sound going on? No, doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem to be anything around. Ah, what the heck happened there? Why did I just lose a heart? Well, I almost lost a heart. That was weird. How do I... Can I eat these? I mean, they are sweet berries, so... Maybe if I cook them... Nope, okay. Just make it all. I have no idea how I'm supposed to eat these. Okay, what happens if I take the whole plant? Don't step in these. Okay, all it did was just give me more berries. Maybe I can make a soup with that. Makes sense. But as for the other stuff, I'm not too sure. Okay, the moon is setting. That's good. I'm gonna get the boat, and I'm placing it here. And I'm going back inside. Okay, when morning comes, I'm going to go and try and find sheep. If we don't find any sheep, then we're going to do it in the next live stream. And I'm probably going to mine instead. Pretty good, okay. Going to take more wood just in case. Oh. Let's go ahead and get some animals. And hopefully sheeps to... Not again with these gosh darn zombies. Okay, just gonna sneak past. Okay, that's nothing, it's just some textures. What? Oh, okay. Let's get digging then. It's too dark in here. Should come back later. Let's try and get some coal or some charcoal. Or some iron even, if I'm lucky. PewDiePie was very lucky as he found many diamonds. I don't think it's going to be, I don't think I'm going to be as lucky as him. What the heck, there's nothing to be something here either. Oh, you're right, we were supposed to search for sheep. What am I doing? Okay, let's take this, just in case. And let's keep going to the sheep. Ah, there was some coal right here. How did I miss that? Unbelievable. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I think that's enough for now. Let's keep going. But there's some pumpkins there. Zombie meat. I'm always out of luck when it comes to sheep. I don't know why. Last time I played, I had a really hard time finding sheep for some reason. Like, where? Oh wait, there's one here. Sorry. I'll get you. Alright. I think that's gonna be enough for now. Chicken just in case. Not one last one just for good measure. Now let's go. Don't worry, I remember where it is. It's in this forest. The foresty area. It's the dark forest area. Alright, let's get in there. And let us make some... What? Where did the gosh darn... Oh, I can make a white bed. That is exactly what I needed. Cool, alright. This is going very well. Oh no, wrong direction. There you go. I just gotta find a way to make a torch. Coal or charcoal? This is coal. And I need a stick. Do I have sticks? Of course I don't have sticks. Again, I'm missing sticks. Okay, there you go. Now I should be able to make a torch. 4 of them actually, that's cool. And let's place one over the door. Right here. Okay. It's gonna be completely lit. Let's get this off. I want to move this because it's off center. All right. So what else could we do? Oh yeah, we should totally heat these up. Oh yeah, we can also heat it with coal, but yeah. Oh, okay, that was just the sound of the charcoal, of the furnace. I thought it was a mob, like, just behind me. Alright, let's keep adding some stuff in here. There you go. Okay. Someday we're going to be able to have glass to put around. First I gotta discover how to make glass. I think glass is created out of sand? Not too sure about that one. have no idea what I'm supposed to do with these berries. I'm just going to grab them. Okay, now we got 12 of them. Okay, I'm gonna collect sand and see if I get anything from that. Ah, okay, yeah. Definitely did. Gonna take 3 of them. Ah, yeah, I should probably build a chest. I should probably build a chest. There we go, got a chest. I could put some sugar cane in here. Egg in there. Cross log. A sapling. These. Dirt, absolutely not. I think I'm gonna throw it somewhere. Wet wool. Put it in there. Keep it here. Okay. Now let's see if we have glass. Block of coal? I don't really need that for now. What? Do I not have... Weird. I guess I don't have glass from that. Smoker? What's the smoker for? That's new. Barrel. It's a perfectly squared barrel! The rarest kind! And there's a... I'm going to grab more sticks, because why not? Okay, so night is falling. I'm going to be able to go to sleep. Alright, so this is going to be it for this live stream. Thank you everybody for watching, and see you next time!